Hi there, my name is Martin Stone from Switch On Health, and today I am very happy to have with me our first ever graduate in nutrition. So, welcome Fiona Hoskin from Brisbane in Queensland, and congratulations, Fiona.
Thank you, Martin. Thank you. I'm very excited to have finished the course and have loved going through it. It's been awesome.
Excellent, excellent. That's what I like to hear. So I'll ask you some more questions about it and so on. But first of all, I think it'd be really great for everybody just to hear, what what led you to study nutrition with us in the first place.
Yeah, good question. It's something that I've always been interested in is eating well. I love good food. And so I think nutrition just kind of goes hand in hand with eating well. My mum came from the Western medicine background. She was a nurse and she had a series of lifestyle illnesses, diabetes type 2, osteoarthritis from being overweight, lots and lots. So I won't even go into those, but I saw her approach to it using the medications and I saw that it didn't actually help in any way whatsoever. It alleviated some of the pain, but it didn't change her lifestyle or change the way that she ate or exercise. And so I guess I thought, well, I'm not going to go down that track. I really want to learn how to use food as medicine rather than necessarily medications. I know there is times and places for medication, but day to day, eating well and doing the right things lifestyle wise.
Absolutely. Yeah. Look, we've heard that expression, you are what you eat. It's so true. What we do every single day, most of us are eating several times a day. It's obviously going to make a really big impact on our health. And yeah, as you said, we've got a lot of chronic diseases out there that are lifestyle driven, heavily influenced by what we eat, what we drink, among other things. And yeah, food as medicine makes a big difference, doesn't it?
And what we don't drink, as in just plain old water.
Yeah, good point. Good point.
Yeah.
So how did you find the experience of studying nutrition with Switch On Health?
Great. I loved the learning platform. I love being able to do it at my own pace and just work through as I could. And I like the mix of some recorded sessions and then somewhere I had to go to textbooks and read and learn and study and then video links and things. So it was a good mix. It was a good, covered all the learning styles I found. I found the staff were really supportive and really encouraging. That was great. I'd send in an assignment thinking, oh, I hope this passes. And then I'd get really good feedback that I always took on board and helped me to improve on the next one and make it a little less stressful to get the next assessment in. And I love that the information was up to date and really comprehensive. So, there was even a segment in there on COVID and vaccinations and things like that, which was the topic of the day. So,
Absolutely.
yeah, very, very up to date information, which was great too.
Yeah, fantastic. I wanted to ask actually, Fiona, because I know you've got a background as a teacher in your previous occupation. So yeah, I think you've touched on it already. I was always curious. I thought, oh well, Fiona's a teacher, what does she think of our delivery, the whole learning experience? Because I guess you've got that perspective where you've been in that profession, a bit about how people learn, what works, what doesn't. You think we did it okay?
Yes, I do. As I said, I think, you do have to cover all learning styles. And I think you did that with the auditory, the visual. The kinesthetic was definitely more in the clinic, like the 200 hours were invaluable. Like they were just fabulous. And so that was where I got hands-on and got to do that. It was difficult because doing it online, there couldn't be any kinesthetic stuff really involved in that. So yeah, the clinic more than made up for that, which was great. Yeah, so I think you did a good job. Really
Thanks,
good
Fiona.
job.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Because I know some people, often people are, they're a little bit hesitant about online learning. They're not sure how they're going to go. I think there's also a lot of online education providers out there that really vary in how much support they offer. And obviously there's a lot of online courses where, you pay the money and then you're basically left alone to, figure it
Yeah.
out for yourself. At Switch on Health, we obviously, we attempt to provide a lot more support to help people go through. But I know that some people, they have that concern. Can I learn online? Can I do it? Yeah.
Yeah, no, look, I would say they could, because even just to submit an assessment, I think it's Cara, she handles the submissions and then sends them off to the right assessors. And she would always write back a little short, congratulations, well done, that sort of thing. So the support was there all round, all the way through, from not just the assessors, but from all the staff that I came in contact with. So, yeah, I think
Fantastic.
they make it easier to learn online, having that, as you said, that support, that level of support, rather than, I have done courses where you just do module 1, module 2, module 3, and there's no interaction with anybody whatsoever, and you lose interest in those, I find,
Yeah.
because you haven't got anybody cheering you on and just encouraging you as you're going.
Yeah. And Fiona, you went through the course really quickly.
Yeah.
So we've designed it for those of you who are watching. We've designed it as a 3-year course, based on an average of 9 hours a week of study. Now, Fiona, from start to finish, she had credit for one subject right at the beginning, but she basically did our entire course, start to finish, done and dusted, in about 18 months. How did you do it?
How did I do it? Well, I guess it was my determination. Like, I laid out a plan and I went, okay, there's this amount of work to do. And I saw that every module had this many hours of study. And I was prepared to work day and night because I was in the situation where I could. I didn't have children or anyone dependent on me. So, but I also have a very strict health regime for myself, and that was not negotiable. So I never once took study in front of looking after myself or eating well or going for my exercise or things like that. So I did that first, and then I got stuck into study during the day, and then I even studied into the evening as well. But I I chunked it down into little chunks and thought, okay, this month I'm going to chunk out this much. And then I would just plan week by week how I was going to get through that chunk. So it was in bite-sized pieces that wasn't looking too daunting, to look at how much was left to go. I was just focusing on that one piece that I was doing and the deadline that I gave myself to finish it by.
Excellent. Well, you've shown that it can be done. It
Yeah.
doesn't have to be a long, drawn-out process. You put your mind to it, definitely can be done quicker.
Yeah, absolutely. It takes some discipline, but when you've made up your mind, this is what you're going to do, just focus on it. And I'm very good at laser focusing. So just like, that's it. And then I don't, do anything else until I finish that subject.
Yeah, I think also it's the mental attitude, when you feel like, oh, I have to study, you're really setting yourself up as a kind of uphill journey from the start. But if you say to yourself, I really want to study, I really want to become qualified, I want to graduate, I want to get out there and start helping other people, just having that change in how you think about your studies, if it's something you want to do, it's so much
it
easier.
doesn't feel like work.
Exactly.
It doesn't feel exactly. And it's the same like with the chemistry module. I saw that and I have to admit my heart just went, oh, chemistry. I failed it in high school. But instead of seeing that as a block, I went, okay, this is my opportunity to finally master this chemistry element and get through this. And it was so much easier the second time around.
Excellent. So if somebody was thinking about studying, they weren't quite sure, what would you say to them?
I'd say jump in. Like, if you're thinking of it, just jump in and have a go, and then map out, how you want it to work out. When do you want to finish by? How much work is there to do? And then what are you going to do day by day? But yeah, just jump in and do it and manage it, and plan for success, I think, is what I did. I didn't plan to fail. I didn't plan to take long on that, and get there towards the end. So just do it. I mean, I waited far too long. I'm almost 70 now, and it's taken me this long to finally fulfill my lifelong dream of becoming a nutritionist. So don't wait till you're as old as I am. Jump in and do it now.
Finally tick that item off your bucket list.
Yes. And everyone says, oh, but you're at retirement age. I said, no, I've got plenty of time to start a new career. Plenty of time.
And of course, this is just the beginning. Your journey with Switch on Health, or at least the study part of your journey with Switch on Health is finished. But as you said, this is the beginning of your new career. very exciting.
Yes.
My last question for you today, Fiona, is, what are your plans? What's next?
What's next? Well, I'm taking 2 or 3 weeks just to catch up on sleep and just to chill out and just to enjoy,
Sounds
like,
good.
yeah, just celebrate and just
Mm.
bask in the fact that I've done it and I've achieved it. And
Yeah.
then I do have a lot of behind the work scenes to do with my website to get it in line with, when I've got my certificate and I can upload that and I can start putting that into my name on the website. So there's a bit of work behind the scenes to do. But as far as where I go, I think definitely get some experience. I've got lots of family members already lined up in the wings and friends. The thing is, Martin, I've discovered everybody has something they're fighting that they're challenged with, everyone. Yeah. And so basically all boils down to similar, lifestyle choices or poor diet choices, things like that.
Mm.
So I can help a lot of people in that way, just getting a bit of experience built up. But my big dream is to one day open a clinic/retreat center where people can come, and I'm thinking mainly people with Lyme disease, because I've
Right.
been in, yes, I've walked in those shoes myself, got
Mm.
contracted a Lyme-like
Mm-hmm.
illness here in
Yeah.
Australia,
Yeah.
and was debilitated. I was in bed. I couldn't
Mm.
hardly move. I was in so much pain and agony. So I know what it's like. And I know what it's like not to be believed and not to
Mm.
have any help and not to have, anything. And I know how sick you are and how much pain you're in, that you can't be bothered shopping, let alone cooking. So this clinic retreat center will be where they can come and live in and have a whole range of beautiful healing modalities that different people can offer. Not me, because that won't be my job, but homeopathy, herbalism, yoga, all kinds of different healing
Mm.
modalities in the one center, where people can just come and they can just focus on getting well instead of focusing on their illness, and hopefully they can find a better quality of life and
Mm.
certainly a better quality of health after they've lived there for a while. And then out the back will be an animal sanctuary for animals that are old and unwanted, and there'll be my therapy dogs and cats and things
Oh,
like that. That's the plan.
I love it. That is such
Yeah,
a great
growing our own
plan.
food, having our own
Mm.
chooks, being pretty much self-sufficient
Mm.
is the dream as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, I wasn't. I don't know what I expected. Yeah, but that's a plan. That's a vision. I love
That's a
it.
plan. Yep.
Yeah. Look, I
Yep.
think
That's a vision.
yeah, the whole Lyme disease. I could probably do a whole other video on that. But look, I think it's fantastic that you know you're thinking about sort of specializing in that area.
Yeah.
Yeah, we don't have enough practitioners that really know Lyme and understand it and how to treat it, basically.
Yeah. Yeah.
So yeah, that's fantastic. And look, the other thing you said, I think this is very true. Like every single person has got at least one health issue that they're struggling with that they want help with.
Mm.
So when people, they might think, oh, am I going to get enough customers or clients? Am I going to be able to make it? Or am I going to be able to make enough money as a nutritionist or a herbalist or a homeopath or naturopath? I always think, well, your potential market is as big as there are
Everybody.
people in the world,
Exactly.
and Lyme is probably a good example. People are not getting the help that they need from our medical system. They're really looking for alternatives, for other answers. Even what you said right at the beginning, with your mother, was it? Nutritional
Yes, my mother. Yeah.
nutritional influences on disease, lifestyle diseases. Yeah,
Mm.
people aren't getting the help that they really deserve. And yeah,
Or
that's
the
where people like
education,
you.
or the education. My mum would eat a
Mm.
2 litre tub of ice cream and then pop a sugar pill because that would balance her sugar. And I'm like, didn't the doctor explain to you?
Mm.
No, no, the doctor's never explained anything. Just like, if your sugar's up, take this pill.
Yeah,
No, no dietary
yeah,
help or advice whatsoever. So
mm.
that was really sad. So I see my job as an educator still in the education
Yeah,
field as much as the healing and guidance
yeah,
and help and
absolutely.
career as well. But yeah,
Mm.
it's going to be exciting.
It is great. Well, look, Fiona, it's been a pleasure having you study with us. It really has. We love seeing people take that journey from the beginning we love graduating people. You know, that just makes our day. We all kind of do a little happy dance in the office when it happens. We'd love to have you back again in the future, 12 months or whatever it may be. If you get your retreat up, yeah, come back. We'd love to get you on camera again and to share your story and your success.
Yes, absolutely. You know, because I hope to write a couple of books in there as well, be they cookbooks or just general advice cookbooks, you know, for the Lyme people in particular. Yeah,
Yeah,
because I've been involved with quite a large Lyme community, having
right.
been in that you know, in that
Mm,
field,
yeah.
and there's nothing for them really.
Mm,
You know, if they don't take their doxycycline, then they're on their own. And
right.
they just flounder out there. So a few more
Mm,
guidance books and help for them, I feel, is needed. So yeah, definitely that's on the back burner as well.
great.
Yeah, I've
Looking
loved
forward to it.
studying with you guys. Thank you so much. It's been great.
Excellent.
Yeah,
Excellent. Thank you, Fiona. Well, look, thank you again for sharing your time today and sharing your
thank you.
story. I'm sure a lot of people will really, be inspired by it. So, yeah,
Yeah. Well, look, to everybody out there, just keep going. Like, don't give up. If you have a dream, just go after it and plan to be successful. You'll get there.
excellent plan for success. I like it. Okay. Thanks,
Thanks,
Fiona.
Martin.
We'll see you
Thank
again.
you.
Bye-bye.
Bye.